I'm sure most of you guys know by now that Hot Toys are among some of my favorite figures in my collection. And Hot Toys Commander Cody is obviously one of the biggest examples of that. Commander Cody being my all-time favorite fictional character, just through personal attachment. I adore this figure of Hot Toys Commander Cody. And I really hope we get a Bad Batch version of him from Hot Toys at some point, because I love his Imperial Deco. But we did get a grayish tone Commander Cody from Hot Toys, but it's a little different, a little shinier. And me being me, obviously, I needed it. So I do have our normal Cody here to compare it, but first I need to get prepared myself. I need to get prepared with these gloves, because no way in heck am I going to handle this figure that I'm about to show you and get fingerprints all over it, because I don't believe in that. You can see the glove doesn't fit too well, so I can be acquitted of any murder. Anyways, you already know what's about to happen. You already know. This is the Hot Toys exclusive limited edition Chrome Commander Cody. This guy, he's shiny. He's shiny. He chrome. So this figure that I have in the iconic Commander Cody running with DC-15 rifle pose is limited to just 2,500 pieces worldwide. And I needed it. So I normally don't go for all of these like super limited Hot Toys exclusives or whatever, what have you. Especially these chrome ones. Like they did a chrome clone trooper, chrome stormtrooper, you know, death trooper, stuff like that. Wasn't interested. But Commander Cody in this super amazing chrome paint was something that me as a Hot Toys fan, as a clone trooper fan, as a Commander Cody diehard needed in my life. And it is gorgeous. This is an absolutely gorgeous piece. I only have a couple little complaints about it. Nothing too major, but it's just a couple little things where I'm like, wonder why they did that or didn't do that. But yeah, this guy's really great. Before we get into a lot of the details, though, I do want to show you the package, just because I typically show off packages with Hot Toys, and hey, why not? So bringing in the box of clone Chrommander Cody, you can see, shows him very nice and pretty right there on the front of the box. Sideshow exclusive right on the top corner. We can see right here, he does come with a Phase 1 helmet, which is very nice. Definitely appreciate that. You can see, pretty basic. He's got some Captain Fordo action going on with both guns. Looking very neat. Always appreciate how Hot Toys shouts out the credits for the people that created the figure, if you want to check that out. And obviously, Hot Toys figures usually always have a very nice little poster on the inside of the box. You can see that it's got the Phase 2 Commander Cody in the front, and then Phase 1 Commander Cody with the previously released Phase 1 Chrome Clone Trooper. And flipping down this poster, we can see he's packed just like any other Hot Toys. You know, there's the alternate helmet, you know, jetpack, guns, little antenna pieces, things like that. Tons of plastic and foam. All right, so what does our clone Chrommander Cody come with? So obviously what you see with him right now, he comes with the standard DC-15 rifle, looking incredible, just as all of the other Hot Toys rifles have looked. Very nice little silver dry brushes here and there. On the figure, he has his helmet antenna attached right there and his shoulder antenna attached right there. And going around to the back of the figure, we do still have his chrome jetpack, which can be removed and is still attached with a magnet and everything. I would be very careful with this jetpack, just like with the normal Commander Cody, because as you're posing him, one of your natural positions to hold the figure is right here. And when you do that, it's going to take the backpack off. So if you're posing him, like when I made this pose, I took this jetpack off because I was not playing around with that. And then obviously he does have the display base, which is very pretty. It is a hexagonal display base. You can see it has a very nice chrome Republic symbol right there on the front. Commander Cody, and it's a normal crotch cradle. I love this base. I've never had any of these chrome figures, so I think it's really cool that they've got the more special hexagonal base instead of just the standard rectangular ones. So for hands, he has your pretty typical Hot Toys fare. So he has a wide right open hand, which is actually the hand I'm using for my standard Commander Cody. It's kind of just a gesturing hand. And we can see even on all of these hands, it's very nice chrome plating and a little bit of paint work to kind of add a little bit of weathering to the chrome. He has a pointing hand, which is very, very cool. Always appreciate that with a... Dang it! That's the second time I've dropped this exact hand. Do you know how hard it is to hold these things with these fabric gloves? He has a pointing hand right here. He has a commanding hand right here. And as you might have seen, it had a little bit of a fingerprint, and I was able to wipe that away. Or maybe it's just like some oxidation. I don't know. Maybe it's like some humidity that was on it. Very odd. I haven't seen that with any of the others. Thumbs up hand, which I very much appreciate. Very fun, especially for a chrome figure like this. And then a left trigger finger hand, because he currently has a right trigger finger hand and a left kind of open hand to hold the weapons. Speaking of weapons, obviously he's going to come with a standard DC-15 carbine, looking as nice as ever. Very nice, and, you know, still moves like this, but doesn't go all the way back, so why bother? Yep, pretty neat. Again, as always, you get some extra little wrist pegs in case any of them break, or you just want to attach these to some hands that you regularly use. Ooh, yikers. And last and definitely not least, we have his Phase 1 helmet, which I will definitely show on the figure at some point. But yeah, this is the same helmet as we got with Commander Fox, so if you saw my review on that, pretty much the same helmet. You can see it's looking very, very nice. I love the chrome. I'm definitely seeing like some of this, like, I don't know if that's moisture attachment or something. You see it like very easily, like right there on the back. It seems as if this is attracting moisture. It's been a very, very humid week, especially a very humid day in particular. A lot of rain. So maybe it's like attracting this moisture. It's very odd. I've never noticed that until I started filming. But it does seem to be going away with just, you know, simple dry wipes with the glove. Is that like attached to with like a little rubbery piece? Seems to be. Yeah, because I don't want that to break. Definitely not. Same with this antenna. But yeah, looking very good, except for the moisture that's building up on it. I have no idea what's up with that. So let's get the figure off of the base and out of this pose. As cool of a pose as it is, we do need to get a little bit more hands-on with this guy. So let's get him out of this running pose, and we'll take a look. Very appreciated he's got the ratcheted hips. Not all of the Hot Toys clones have the ratcheted hips. Alright, getting in close on the details. Obviously, it's not going to be the easiest to see everything because he is very shiny and very chrome. But he still looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the detail on that helmet. That is insane. I mean, Hot Toys, in my opinion, have the best Clone Trooper helmet sculpt. It looks really great. One thing I appreciate is that it's not entirely chrome, because you can see they added like some black and some gray applications to some of the parts that aren't like the actual armor bits of the helmet. And obviously he doesn't have a gray visor or a silver visor or a silver mouth. I appreciate that they didn't chrome those out as well. He's got the chrome rank badge. He has the unique clone Commander Cody chrome shoulder pads, which I love Cody's shoulder pads. I just love how they're a little bigger. I already showed off the jetpack. That is also included. He has the same kind of soft rubbery belt as the other Hot Toys clones, so it gets out of the way for posing and everything. One little issue I do have, though, he's a very nice, clean figure, and it's very well put together. And I feel like this issue I'm about to point out is really, it's probably there on all of the Hot Toys clones, but it's really visible here because he's all just so, you know, clean and shiny. Lifting up his arm and looking at the seam where the front and back armor meets, you can see the glue. And that doesn't look that great. It's definitely a little rough looking. I think the other side doesn't look as bad. I don't know. Looks pretty bad still. Yeah, like it's just very obviously like that is the glue. And when it comes to like a white and weathered clone, that's not really going to be super obvious for them. But for this guy, yeah, you can definitely notice that if you are looking right at it. I'm not really noticing a lot of the moisture buildup on the figure itself, but I guess definitely keep that in mind with this guy. I guess this chrome paint like attracts moisture or something. I don't know. Very odd. Going down, you can see he's got pretty standard clone armor for the legs and everything. Looking pretty standard. And then he has black boots with Lucasfilm on them. It's just so cool, man. Just the novelty of having this chrome Commander Cody is just so appealing to me. I want to change him up a bit while I do the articulation segment. It's a Hot Toys clone, so we should expect it. But I'm going to make him into phase 1 while we're doing this. So let me remove the helmet. I've not done it on this figure yet, so I'm a little worried. I just did it off camera, so I wasn't stressing. So let's pop the phase 1 helmet on. And honestly, I'm not sure which helmet I'll display him as, because I think the phase 1 helmet still looks very nice. Like, that is a very nice looking helmet. And especially since he's all chrome, like, you can't really tell that, like, this is still the phase 2 armor, because he doesn't have, like, all the color differences between the phase 1 and the phase 2. Obviously, he still has a little bit more, like, extra attachments. Like, he has this extra little thing on his arm, which is removable for some reason. That's kind of neat. Still have no idea what that is, though, but he's got it. And then I don't think he had the larger shoulder pads in phase 1. He still had the antenna, but he didn't have the larger shoulders. And I don't think he had the rank badge either. But still, like, this works for phase 1 Cody. Like, yeah, it's phase 1 Commander Cody. And no jetpack for phase 1 either. Definitely no jetpack. But yeah, looking very nice. So articulation on this guy starting at the head. The head articulation's the same for both helmets. Looks up pretty good. Looks down pretty good. And you get some tilt side to side and some swivel. Pretty much it's on a ball joint up above and a ball joint down at the neck. The shoulders, I'll do it with the one without the antenna. Shoulder pads are on a little elastic strap, so you can move those down and out of the way. Pretty much get full 90 outward on that. He has these shoulders that kind of like shimmy up and down, which is really good for, you know, making sure the shoulders look nice and broad. He also has a butterfly joint. He has elbows that bend on 2 joints, but especially with the chrome, I don't want to like collide everything too much. So I would say only go about 90 degrees on that. And then he does have a bicep swivel, obviously. Standard 6-scale wrist pegs where it moves, you know, in and out, and then you can rotate and move up and down. Ball joint at the waist. But again, I would probably be careful, you know, making sure you don't collide the chrome so you don't chip it. But it seems pretty solid. Like, I haven't seen any chipping or anything, and I've posed this guy around a little bit already. The hips move out, and then they will move forward as well. Pretty standard range there. He has his double jointed knee, and then a thigh swivel, and then he's got little ball joints at the feet, so you can get some nice tilt and just some nice posability out of him. Alrighty, guys, final thoughts. What do I think about the Hot Toys Clone Chrome Commander Cody? I just love calling him that. It's too funny. I love this thing. Is it my favorite Hot Toys figure? No. Do I like him more than the normal Commander Cody? No. But was it an absolute no-brainer for me to order this thing? Yeah, it was no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. As soon as I saw them reveal this, I'm like, yep, I need this. I'm very happy I had the opportunity to get it. Thankfully, it was available for like a week or so, I think, or at least a few days, which was nice. Nicer than like the few minutes that some of these other exclusives were. I think it's because not as many people are after these Chrome editions, but it's nice that, you know, there is a Chrome Commander Cody. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm very happy with it. My only complaints, one of them I've not really spoken on yet. The glue on the torso is definitely a detractor for me, but it's not super noticeable. The weird moisture buildup I noticed throughout the video is definitely odd. I guess it has something to do with like the humidity in the air, like this material just like getting moist. I don't know, very odd. But my third complaint is the accessories. He doesn't have all the accessories the original Commander Cody came with. Notably, I would have loved if Chrome Commander Cody, or Chrommander Cody, came with the hologram arm. I would have loved the hologram arm, because I would have loved to have this chrome, metallic, high-end version of my favorite character in his most iconic pose, holding the hologram doing Order 66. Like, it's just such an iconic pose. I would have loved to have the option to do that. And it's kind of disappointing that they didn't include that, considering that this figure is, you know, pretty much standard retail price, like standard clone price, if not a little bit more. And it didn't come with what Cody already had come with. It didn't come with that, you know, hologram. It didn't come with a little DC-17s either, but I'm not fussed about that. That's not super necessary. You do get the additional Phase 1 helmet, which definitely works in this case because, you know, there's no deco on the body. It's harder to tell. Meanwhile, if this figure came with the Phase 1 helmet, then it's like, okay, well, the shoulder pads are wrong, and the, you know, arm strap's wrong, and the, you know, belt's wrong, and the leg deco's wrong, and shouldn't have the rank badge. Like, it's too many inaccuracies to just put a Phase 1 helmet on a Phase 2 Cody. So I'd love to see Hot Toys make a Phase 1 Cody. I would love a 2-pack of Phase 1 Cody and Rex in, like, the standard style, because they are doing Phase 1 Rex, but it's not, you know, in the normal clone style they've been doing. It's in the new live-action armor style. So I don't know. We'll see. Definitely love both of these, though. I mean, obviously the standard one is one of my most favorite iconic figures in my collection. It's been my Instagram profile picture for years by now. But Chrommander Cody is definitely something I will definitely cherish and display very proudly, along with my other 212th clone troopers. It'll be the centerpiece of my Hot Toys 212th clone display, because, I mean, it looks like a statue. It looks awesome. It's like, you know, what if, you know, Commander Cody didn't enslave all of the guys in Utapau at the end, and he was renowned as a hero, and they built a statue of him. I don't know. It's just goofy. I love it. I would love a Bad Batch Cody, like I said. I mean, I'm willing to have 3 Hot Toys Commander Codys. I am there for it. Give me the Bad Batch one, please. I love his gray. I need it in my life. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching yet again. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I personally can't wait to get these gloves off. I am not a fan. Bye.